So you think the Samsung Galxy Note 3 is better than the Sony Xperia Z1? Or maybe you think the Sony Xperia Z1 is better than the Samsung Galxy Note 3? Well, in this video today guys, I'm going to be going through the specs for you and make this decision even easier for you to choose between these two phones. Now these two phones are the best phones that you're going to find out there on the market right now, but I'm here to make your life that much easier, to go through the specs for you and tell you the main difference between them. So please ensure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and let's start the video. Okay, so let me start off by saying that these two phones are amongst the best smartphones of 2013, hands down. The Sony Xperia Z1 is one of the most well-built devices this year. It uses Sony's Omnia Balance design, which is said to be the best design, which allows the user to get a firm grip of the phone with no problem. The phone also has the aluminium material running around it, which makes the design stands out even more. It also holds together the glass on the front and the back of the device, but the main reason why the build quality on the Sony's Xperia Z1 gets so much praise is because of the water resistance capability. Yes, the phone is water proof. Basically, you can drop the phone into water up to half an hour, take it out the water and continue doing what you was doing on the phone before it fell in the water. And in the other hand, we have the Samsung Galxy Note 3. Now the Samsung Galxy Note 3 carries on Samsung's well-known polycarbonate material, which you do find on the front and the back. The main difference on the Samsung Galxy Note though is that the back panel, even though it's still polycarbonate and even though you can still remove the back panel, the material looks and feel like leather. Yes, it looks and feel like leather. I don't know how they've done it, but they've done it. Now, Samsung is the first to do this. They probably won't be the last, but I have to say that this material feels nice in the hand. It gives you a firm grip on the phone, and coming from the previous Samsung Galxy Note, the Note 2, it looks and feels great. That's all I can say about the overall design on the Note 3. Okay, so enough about the design and the build quality. Another area where these phones are superior is the display. Now the display on the Samsung Galxy Note 3 is a 5.7 inch Super AMOLED HD display, which is 1920 x 1080p with the pixel density of 386. Overall, the display is very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S4, but the main difference other than the size is the viewing angles and also the brightness. Now, when I first put the Note 3 next to my Z1, I actually thought something was wrong with my Z1's display because it wasn't bright compared to the Note 3. So guys, be aware of the display on the Note 3. It's very bright. But next in line, we have the Sony Xperia Z1. Now the Z1 is rocking a 5-inch beautiful HD display with the pixel density of 448. It also has a TFT screen backing it, with the triluminous display also backing it. So expect the display to look crisp and very pleasing to the eyes. In terms of screen protection, both phones have the Gorilla Glass 3 protection on there, so in terms of screen protection you should be cool. But based on my personal experience with both of these phones, the main difference between them is the very bright display, which you'll find on the Note 3, and obviously the size as well, but that's the main difference, is the size and the brightness. The Note 3 display is very bright. Not saying I don't like it, I personally like it because I don't know, it just pops out more. But saying that, the Sony Xperia Z1 display is still a very nice display, still one of the best displays that you're going to find out there on the market right now. But I'll leave that for you guys to decide which one is most appropriate for you. Performance wise, these two phones are called the Monster and the Beast for a reason. Under the hood, they both feature the B Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor. The Sony Xperia Z1 is clocked at 2.2 with 2GB of RAM, and the Samsung Galxy Note 3 is clocked at 2.3 with 3GB of RAM. And Samsung is the first to bring 3GB of RAM to a smartphone, so big thumbs up to them. Both phones also has the very nice Adreno 330 GPU for all my gamers and graphics lovers out there, so you can play all of your high def games out there with minimum lag and stutters. Both phones also is running Android Jelly Bean, but the Note 3 is running Android 4.3 version and the Z1 is running Android 4.2.2, but will be upgradable in the future. And to be honest, I haven't really noticed anything much in terms of the Android version, so don't worry about that. So as you guys can see, performance wise, these two phones are top notch. Snapdragon 800 processor with the minimum of 2 GB of RAM is crazy. Adreno, the graphics is crazy. So guys, processor, performance wise, these two phones, monster beasts. Okay, so in terms of hardware, both phones comes with the standard connections, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC. You can also use both phones as a personal hotspot, which means you can use it as a Wi-Fi hotspot if you don't have Wi-Fi at home or something, and you have unlimited internet on your phone, then you can set up both phones as your Wi-Fi hotspot. Obviously that's depending on your network, but again, it's a big thumbs up that you can actually do that with both phones. What makes the Z1 unique from the Note 3 though is the fact that you can also set up your PS3 controller up to the phone and use it to navigate around the phone, and you can also use it to play your games as well. So if you play any kind of sports game or any kind of action games, then the Sony Xperia Z1 will probably be a better option for you because you have that option there to set up your control pad to the phone. In terms of the Note 3 though, what makes that unique to the Z1 is the fact that it comes with the S Pen, and with the S Pen comes loads of features. Now, one of the features that I really like when it comes to the S Pen is the S Pen window, or the open S Pen window, something like that. But basically that allows you to open up at least 4 applications at the same time, and you can view all of them on the screen there and then and switch from application to application. So that's a big thumbs up, and that's a really nice feature that I like on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. In terms of battery size, of course guys, these phones are a monster and a beast also in this area. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 comes with a 3200 milliamp battery, which is crazy. Now, the first day I actually got this phone, I left it uncharged. I didn't use it straight away. I left it uncharged because I wanted it to be 100%, and basically I took it off charge at 6 o'clock in the evening, and then the following day at around 3 o'clock I was on 14%. So the following day at around 3 o'clock I was at 14%. That's crazy. Same thing with the Sony Xperia Z1. It comes with a 3000 milliamp battery, which gets you around the same as the Note 3. Now these two phones, again, they're the best in terms of battery size as well, because the Note 3 is a 5.7 inch device, so of course we expect it to have a big battery. But the fact that the Sony Xperia Z1 is a 5-inch phone, which there's a few 5-inch phones out there right now, but the Z1 is a 5-inch phone that comes with around the same size battery as the Note 3. That's a big thumbs up. So in terms of battery size, both of these phones are good to go, and I have to give a big shout out to Sony and Samsung for providing good phones with a very big size battery. In terms of camera, now I didn't really get to do a camera test between these phones, but I can tell you now that the Sony Xperia Z1 of course comes with a 20.7 megapixel camera that records in at full HD, that's 1920 by 1080p. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 comes with a 13 megapixel camera that also records at full HD, and you can also record at full Ultra HD as well. That you can only do on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, but I'll probably do a different video covering the camera. I think that these two phones' cameras are too much that you can do with them for me to just sum it up so easy. So I'll probably make a different video covering the camera. But in terms of camera megapixels, you can find it 20 megapixels, 20.7 megapixel on the Z1, and a 13 megapixels on the Note 3. But I would say in terms of picture quality, they're around the same. Video recording is really good on both phones as well, and you won't really notice a difference in terms of the picture quality. In terms of front facing camera, the Note 3 I believe has a 2 megapixel front facing camera, while the Sony Xperia Z1 has a 1.8 or a 1.9 megapixel camera. But yeah, camera wise, both phones are really good, and overall both phones are really good. Let me know what you guys actually think. Let me know, are you feeling these phones as much as I'm feeling them? Because I personally think these two phones are two of the best you're going to find out there right now. Honestly speaking, yeah, the iPhone 5S is one of the best as well, but in terms of Android phones, I would say these two are the best phones that you're going to find out there. But let me know what you guys think. As I said, leave all of your comments and stuff in the comment section. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see from me, because I really want to start doing some different stuff. Let me know what you think I should do. Any suggestions, just leave it in the comment section. Ensure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.